Yo, what's up guys? Drakun here for another Dragon Ball Legends top 10 video. And yeah, I know, already another one? You did one last week already? Yeah, I'm aware. Yeah, but normally I wouldn't even do a top 10, even though I think Kid Buu is actually pretty damn good now. But the main reason I'm doing no, obviously Kid Buu. And the second one, and this is probably a bigger reason, um, in the last few days, a lot of my opinion about some characters had changed, and let's just say my last tier list I had maybe one or maybe two slight L takes.
I don't see really a team that I would run where I would consider Gogeta to be a must run. Free is very safe with this guy being there. He's not gonna be lower than this. This is non-negotiable. This is non-negotiable. This is non-negotiable.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try to redo my list in a sense. I will keep this a bit shorter than the last one because obviously not a lot of units will change here. I will start with this Vegeta being at number 10. I don't have many other units I can think of who I would rather put here. I could potentially even think about these two. I don't know, but I'm gonna keep him here. But there's a good argument for Goku and Hit being there as well as Red Zamasu. I really don't know who to put in the top 10. And the number 10 here, this was really difficult to think about. I don't see this character at all, but a lot of units I don't really see. Or if I see them, I don't think they impact anything enough to really consider it in the top 10. Though, so I wouldn't put them here. You could also say Ultra UI could be there. Again, I would give it this to these 4 units. Did I drop? Yeah, I'm gonna talk about this guy probably later. Not gonna add anything. His blue cards do good damage. He gets type neutral, but yeah, he is not that the tankiest unit. He is a yellow character, so he gets hurt by Wuhan, as well as he's not on the best teams in the game at all. He's not core on Daima. Daima's not the team. He's there, but I could even maybe drop him off the list. Then we have Namek Goku at number 9 actually this time. I had it like number 6, like I think at number 6 or number 7, something like that. But then I realized, number 1, I don't see him that often anymore. Number 2, he got hurt by Wuhan quite a bit, especially on the defensive end. He is not as tanky anymore. I don't see Sun Family really around, and it's not really the team you really need, so the purpose of Namek Goku is just dropping drastically, because outside of Sun Family you're not running that character, and people don't really run Sun Family. So there's not much reason to run him. He has some value still, I would say. This is why I keep it here, but not enough that I could push him higher. This is one of the, I would say, units I definitely placed too high last time. And this is the risk of me making my videos pretty early. Again, I made my tier list on the first day. And I would even say that if I didn't forget or if I thought about this trio existing sooner, my tier list would have been a bit better. Because I without thinking about this trio here, last week, I would have said my tier list is actually fine. Maybe Namek Goku a bit too high, but I would have thought it was fine. But then I realized this and was like, oh, this is, yeah, this tier list is actually not that great. But whatever, I can admit that I did make mistakes here, I'm not saying I don't. But Namek Goku at number 9, I'm not gonna talk long about this character. Then I have Android 13. I see some this guy being used more often. Obviously we have a lot of greens, but this guy's again providing support. You see my video with Android 13 and these two. He was doing a great job of keeping these two alive and providing extra damage, especially for Orange Piccolo, doing insane damage. Powerful opponent, he still works. He could be even potentially higher. But I'm not sure if I want to do that. again, we have a lot of greens, and he's not the tankiest unit ever. Sometimes could be a bit of a liability. So I keep it at number 8 here. He could be, I would say, maybe even number 7. He's I would say okay. He's definitely more deserving in this top 10 than these two are right now. So yeah, that's Android 15, number 8. Number 6 is where it's getting a bit crazy, maybe. I'm putting Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta at number 7. Big reason is one of his is also the defenses, especially I noticed this with using Orange Piccolo or fighting Orange Piccolo, especially on double Zenkai buff teams. Vegeta cannot tank a hit, bro. His offenses are still great, but his defenses are taking a hit, and this will be a bigger problem for the latter units in the list. I think with Kid Buu, you're also losing, you know, this option of, I used to run a lot like this trio, which I don't think you can run anymore because Kid Buu is just gonna destroy Mini Goku like completely, so you're really not using this guy anymore. And then it's just basically the only team you could really run is these three. And again, if you're facing Gogeta and Piccolo double Zenkai buffed and stuff, this team cannot take a hit. You have your Disrupt, but especially Vegeta is suffering defensively at this point. So I'm dropping him down. He has still some good values. Again, all his abilities are still really great, but his defenses is starting to show that they get worse. So I dropped him actually a few spots. I think I also had the number 4. So now I keep him at number 7 here. He could be number 6. I wasn't really sure about between these two numbers here with the next character, which we're going to talk about right now, and that is Buhan. Yeah, top 3 Buhan. I was last week very confident in putting in top 3, and then I noticed more and more and more the fact that there are so many times, and that's just me using Orange Piccolo for example, where I killed this character and didn't even trigger all 3 of his counter gauges. He is too damn of a squishy character. He just, like, he can't take a hit. Like, if he gets hit, with especially with blue cuts and stuff, bro, he is getting nuked. Especially with Gohan, he gets hurt quite a bit. Orange Piccolo hurts him quite a bit. I would say even the other units who can use a blue card, for example, can hurt this guy quite a lot. And the fact that he does have a second life mechanic makes him that if you rush this character and, you know, get your rush off, you're killing this character. You're not playing him with Namek Goku, so you don't have like an KO guard safety. If you catch him in a move and you getting in with a rush, he just dies. It's just how it is. I just feel like he's too squishy. Again, you already saw the Piccolo clip here where I one-shot this guy with 1 blue card. He was double Zenkai buffed as well, the Buhan. And my Orange Piccolo was also double Zenkai buffed, so this is a fair assessment there, and they were both at, I think, both at A stars. And yeah, Buhan just got destroyed. Now obviously the offenses are pretty good, and if you the amount of green cards with long range blue, if you have the long range green all the time, thanks to for you using your blue card, this is also very nice, really good. He's on a good team and everything, but I just think he's too squishy defensively to put him higher. He has too many issues, I would say, against, for example, Gohan. And again, Orange Piccolo is running around everywhere. This guy's gonna, if this guy goes for a blue card, I've seen pre-revival Orange Piccolo's destroying this guy. You still have Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta who can just ignore his gauge entirely if you're facing GT. So 6 is when I'm gonna keep him. 5 is the max I would go with him. and I would not put him any higher than this. 5 or 6, even with Kid Buu coming out. I know this is a great team, but again, if you could potentially lose this guy. Like he obviously gained some value with Kid Buu because he's the best answer to Kid Buu. Definitely. This is why I would say number 5 at best, but I wouldn't put him necessarily higher. Just because of the defenses, man. If he wasn't so squishy and so sometimes so easy to kill, he would definitely be higher. I think in fact if he had another color you could be potentially even higher. Okay, not proper anymore because Kid Buu would just nuke this guy, but again, he's solid. I'm not saying he's a bad character. He's good, don't get me wrong. But he's not as crazy as I would say everyone thought he was gonna be, and he's okay. I'm not really mad against this because this is, in terms of new game philosophy, I like this character because he doesn't do everything. He's not this super broken character, just like Gohan, you know, or this guy being annoying. So I don't mind him as much. Maybe unfortunate that he's not like in the top 3, but it is what it is. Number 5, where I also had to think a lot. Super Saiyan 4 Goku actually here. And the main reason is GT. GT, he is restricted to GT allies to be the best he wants to be. And Super Saiyan 3 GT Goku is now definitely extremely hard to run. So you're losing one ally that you could have potentially used, and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta is starting to see the defensive issues. So let's just say this best team game, which was this trio with Gohan, has now more defensive issues. And with this happening, as well as I've seen this team very rarely ever at this point. Not rarely ever, but I see it way less. Like the GT duo is declining a lot and is getting worse because Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta is starting to age defenses and stuff, and this hurts automatically this Goku. While yes, he has a really good kit and everything, but if he's not on a GT ally, he will have less sub-count reduction against blue cards or big moves. He doesn't have endurance, so you're kind of forced to run this guy on with a GT ally, so you have to run him with this guy. And again, a unit like Orange Piccolo could hit these two characters pretty damn hard. Is this what is still really annoying and stuff? But again, I think he's not on the best teams in the game anymore. He's one of the better teams in the game, but he's not on the best team in the game. And I'm just seeing way more regen, powerful opponent, double Zenkai buff, Orange Piccolo and Gogeta with a third character. I don't see Super Saiyan 4 Goku as much anymore, which is, I mean, I think people are a bit happy because rush blocking and card sealing is pretty damn annoying, and the AoE greens. So I would say this is a fair spot for him. I could see Wuhan because of regen's less powerful opponent. Also regen. It's more regen. I could see because of regen them competing a bit on the spot. But I think Goku is just generally speaking better. Like Goku is better but has the worse team, I would say. While Wuhan is worse but he has a better team. This is how I see it. So I don't know if I should put Wuhan at 5 or not. Again, 5 is the highest I would go. And yeah, 7 is the... I wouldn't put him at 7. 5 or 6 is where he's gonna be, Wuhan, and then this Goku here at 5. I think I'm gonna leave it at that. I hope I don't regret that one. Then moving up to number 4, I have Gogeta. Now, I will repeat what I said last time. He is squishy, and he wasn't core on any team. Now later figured out he has that team with Piccolo, and Gohan. But I will also say this is his only team. If you're running Gogeta outside of a double Zenkai buff team, he is like there. I'm not joking, he's too frail. Way too frail. I've tried in double Zenkai buff then, and he is taking damage, man, still. And the bigger reason why I even thought about even dropping this guy, like for example switching these two even around, is because Kid Buu, if he catches you pre-fusion at like half health, full unique gauge, going for a blue card, there might be a chance you're dying. I'm not joking, and I've done this in a video. You will probably see this this top tier list after I dropped the Kid Buu video. Kid Buu is at like 2 moments like where he killed Gogeta pre-fusion at like half health with like getting a green, force throwing the blue, going for the blue, killing it before he even propped his you know, his disrupt, and Gogeta was dead. On a double Zenkai buffed team of Orange Piccolo, by the way. So Gogeta can be a Kid Buu victim. I would even say if this guy pre-fusion would be like full life and you're getting like 2 or 3 cards in with Kid Buu and then go for the blue card, he's dead before he's popping his disrupt. I'm confident about this one. So this is the biggest reason I would even maybe argue that Gogeta is dropping to number 5 here and Goku being up. But then again, the team where Gogeta is on is really damn good. So I can't... This is also again, individually Goku is definitely better than Gogeta. But team-wise, Gogeta is better than Goku. However, defensively, this is where the issue with these, I would say, these spots come. Gogeta sucks at defensively the most. I would say out of these 3, Gogeta is the easiest one to kill, by far. Gogeta has the best team. He is kind of in a, I would say, the far better unit than these 2, but has the worse team. And then Buuhan also defensive issues, but an easiest one to kill, but has a better team than Goku. But I would say, the thing is, if you want to say Wuhan's team of Regen is better than Gogeta's team, I would just say you could run Kid Buu, Gogeta, and Piccolo and have a double Zenkai buff team and have a better team than this guy, because green is the better color in the game. So yeah, I would let Gogeta here at 4, but I will say as soon as we get a purple character and this double green setup is stopping, Gogeta's gonna fall off from the cliff. Expect this guy that when he's falling off, he's gonna fall off hard. Because again, his defense is already bad. If you're not running on a like movies Fusion Warrior core, defenses are even worse. Again, he has 230% damage guard only on full movies team. So 215 at best if you're running with Orange Piccolo. And if this is gone and he doesn't have a good movie team ally or Fusion Warrior team ally, his defenses are gonna be horrible and he's gonna fall off the cliff. Just like Janemba. Okay, moving to the top 3. I have Orange Piccolo as my number 3. I had him top in my number 5 before, and I thought maybe top 3 or top 4 would be crazy. And yeah, boy was I wrong. He is definitely that good. Although they didn't change a lot with him, it's mainly just the damage and the defenses and the disrupt. But it's really good. I think again his biggest issue is not having cover on entry. I think that would push him probably a bit higher. But yeah, he's doing great damage. He's on great teams. He's on regen powerful opponent mix-ups, movie teams you could run. Like again, you could run these 2 with Android Routine or with Gohan. I think with Kid Buu you could try even. Yeah, he has great setups. He's doing fine. He does good damage, especially at 14 stars. He's hitting like a truck. I just think the next 2 characters are better than him individually, but they cooked with the splat equipment. So yeah, Orange Piccolo top 3. Nothing else I can say. He does crazy damage. good defensively, good teams. Definitely better than Gogeta right now because he's not a victim to any character specifically, while Gogeta can be. So we're moving to the number 1 and number 2. I have this here for my last tier list with the 1/2 here. So obviously Gohan and Kid Buu are here. I think this is a very difficult scenario to say who I think is the best character in the game. Because it depends. Because I would say if Kid Buu and Gohan both have their units that they obviously can't necessarily handle. Like I will say Kid Buu is not the best character to handle Buhan. But Gohan is having more greens he has to worry. I really can't speak today. To worry. He has the easiest time to deal with them because he has type neutrality on the blue card. Kid Buu has no type neutral offensively in his entire kit. So against Buhan, he's really just relying on other allies. But Kid Buu's damage is really crazy. I've tried the double Zenkai buff, the single Zenkai buff in my video. He was putting in work. And I would say out of this entire list, like, if this guy's getting his green card off, bro, you're not stopping this character most of the time. And I would say Gogeta is especially a victim to Kid Buu. Out of everybody here, I would say these two are by far the biggest victim to Kid Buu. Because not the greatest defenses, and this guy lock-in blue card is just damn. As well as getting Vanish back, having Dotbocato speed, immune to attribute downgrades, and at normal conditions. Like, he is doing insane good work offensively as well as sometimes defensively, and also healing with every card he's drawing, getting more damage, force drawing greens on entry. Like, Regen has a lot, and I mean a lot of green cards. This guy force drawing a green with his blue cards, this guy force drawing green on entry, this guy with his blue cards pre-revival. Like, a lot of green cards this team has, so you have to worry about his green or the long range green. They have a lot of good tools. I would say Regen is arguably the best team in the game. Arguably. I think if Buhan was a bit better, they would have been definitely the best team in the game. And then there's Gohan, and I don't want to talk about Gohan because everyone knows what Gohan does, so I'm not gonna bother with this guy. So, I'm actually keeping it shared. I don't even know who would be the best character right here. I would be more certain if I could Kid Gohan myself, but I don't. So like Kid Buu, I could reliably say he could be top 1. Gohan, fighting against him, I would say even Gohan is better. It's just the green characters don't stop him, and the red characters stop Kid Buu. So, but I think Kid Buu has an argument for being shared with Gohan here. And then we are down here to horrible mentions, where I actually keeping the characters pretty low. Zamasu, I was thinking about having a spot in powerful opponent, but he's not core on that team, especially. And Kid Buu, if you're losing your type neutral and Kid Buu is going for a blue card lock in, chances are you're dying. And Kid Buu is immune to paralysis for the first 60 timer count, so if this happens in the 60 timer count, Kid Buu doesn't care. So yeah, Zamasu right now I would even consider not runnable. Same with this Goku. Future Gohan is okay to use, I would say. I've seen some people running Gohan with 2 Gohans with Piccolo. I think you can do that. But you have to consider Future Gohan is also not the greatest tanking character. Red Zamasu, in my opinion, has an argument to be run. I've used this guy, he's not doing horribly, but also could be sometimes defensively a big issue, especially against Gohan, sometimes against these two as well. But otherwise, he's great. I could argue him even making the list maybe. And Goku and Hit just lack the team. Unless you're specifically trying to run like a God Key double red setup, you don't see this character really. UI Goku, also not necessarily greatest team to exist. And then this Gotenks, consider this guy, this new Zenkai Gotenks. I think his damage is looking good, he looks solid, but I personally don't have a team. I'm gonna run him. So I can't give you like an first-hand experience on how good he is. But if he's good enough to be a solid runnable character, I could see an argument for hybrids, because I think this is the only team you're really gonna run him. You're not running Fusion Warriors, because if you're running Fusion Warrior and you don't have a good double Zenkai buff on this guy, this team is way too frail. But from the damage I've seen from this guy, he's doing okay. He seems like a okay Zenkai, I would say. And yeah, I think this is everybody I need to talk about. This is basically my updated top 10 tier list. Let me know what you guys think. I hope this time this is more accurate, and I hope I don't regret placing my units here. So yeah, let me know what you guys think, and see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.